Yo, Nerdy Blasian signing in. In this video, we're gonna be talking about the strain on FX. Warning, for those of you who are not caught up on the strain, I'm gonna be mentioning some things you may or may not know. You were warned. So, it's basically a story about a vampire apocalyptic plague that starts in New York City. And characters that are, each characters are trying to fight through this plague, and they eventually come together to fight through the plague. And this group is led by Abraham something, I cannot remember his last name, cannot let alone pronounce it, but this much older guy is leading this group of people. They don't have anything in common. They all have different lifestyles, and leading them against this plague led by this creature who calls himself the Master. And apparently, Abraham and the Master have been arch nemesis. They've been arch enemies for years. Wow. I don't know, over 30 years maybe, give or take. And when these people turn, it is fucking creepy as shit. They go home to their loved ones, to the life that they once had as human beings. They would go to their loved ones only to attack them and drain their blood, and it is ridiculous. Sometimes, they're even scarier, and they're even scary in the daytime when they're hiding in the dark corner and hiding in the closet, and then their brother or husband or sister or wife or whoever comes home all like this and all honky dory, are you home? You home? You home? You don't look so good. We need to get you to a doctor. Then it's a wrap, and then they have you like this. Yep, that's how these creatures attack you. By wrapping these long-ass tongue-like things that they get around your neck, and they drain the blood out of you And to make it worse, there's these worm maggots that come out of their saliva, and then it gets into your body, and sometimes it only takes one, and then it spreads and multiplies all over you, and it just turning you, as you know it. It's turning you and killing you, and then you just come back as one of those creatures, and you're gonna do exactly what that creature did to you! Literally. Last year, when this started, this was the scariest show that I ever watched. Seriously, I can't recall a show that made me sort of gave me chills when it got so suspenseful. I'm like, oh crap, when are these creatures are gonna come out? What the fuck? I hate this feeling. I hate this feeling that the show is giving me. Oh shit. Even random people that I don't even know, characters that are not relevant to the story, when you see them get ready to cross paths with these creatures, you're just yelling at your TV screen no, get out of there, go, no, get away, get away, get away, oh, ugh. Now the Master, that motherfucker, you wait for a good 7 or 8 episodes to see what this motherfucker looks like. And when you finally do, you're all like this. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Yeah, and I was one of them. You were too. You ever watched this show? Yeah, you jumped out of your seat when you saw the Master's face for the first time. So basically, as the season 1's going on, you know what? I'm gonna start to that eclipse. That fucking eclipse. That we're building up to, it's in the marketing of season 1, and then you see it they're constantly when they do an advertisement for it, and you're okay, obviously this is season finale material. And then when the eclipse happens in season 1 episode 4 or 5 or 6, episode 5 or 6, and you're what the fuck? You just get an eclipse and then it just goes back to normal and then it never comes back again? What the fuck? That should be season finale material. I thought it was going to stay there and then there was going to be no more daytime. Think about it. It makes perfect sense. They're vampires. They can't go out in the sunlight. And it would make sense for the eclipse to be there. Like, you know, they can come out anytime they want. And that eclipse will be there forever. Supposedly. I mean, that would have been a great holy shit moment. That would have been a good way to end season 1. Like, this eclipse is here and there's no way to stop it. There's no way to get the sun back into, you know, like get the sun, you know, back into the orbit or into our atmosphere or some shit like that. I mean, come on. Wouldn't that have been great? Wouldn't that have been intense? Ah. And then you have other vampires, you know, who are rogue vampires who are looking to stop this plague as well. And it's fucking crazy. And they're badass too. I gotta say, they are badass. They had a badass introduction. In their first appearance, they're basically like this. Every time they see someone who's infected, they go like this. She's been corrupted. Yeah, they're that serious. And the vampires themselves, they're not like your everyday vampires where they have fangs and bite your neck. I mean, it's not like that. They're like, you ever see Blade 2? They're like those vampires on Blade 2, literally, where they have these things coming out of their mouths like, and they grab you around your neck. That's what these vampires basically are. I think that's what inspired the show, those vampires in Blade 2. Wouldn't that be an awesome crossover? Just saying. Yeah, this show is sort of like a cross between Blade 2 with those vampires and the Faculty. Because there's a master, there's a creature who's causing this shit to happen. Causing this outbreak to happen, and it's all because of them. And and they're basically under his control, and that's how the Faculty was, where the alien invasion was in the high school and they're all controlled by that queen creature and shit. Only thing is, as far as we know, like I don't think killing the master will be the antidote to this virus, like how it was in the Faculty. I doubt it. That's still yet to be seen. But yeah, season 1 was fucking scary, and season 2 is dragging. Even though I like season 2. Don't get me wrong. I like season 2, but it is dragging across its feet, like dragging across the floor on its feet, on like cold feet, like numb ass feet. I mean, come on, guys. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And you got F, who's like he doesn't seem to be taking this seriously anymore. I mean, he's just drinking scotch after scotch. He cannot go a day without fucking drinking, without a drink in his hand. Literally, after each line that he says, he literally takes a sip of that fucking cup, like this. I have a plan. To create a virus, to destroy the virus. Hit it right in the source. Break the chain. Like F. Look, F, come here. If you keep this up, you're not gonna last in season 2. You're gonna get killed off. You're gonna be the first to go in the Scooby Gang. Get it together, man! Get it together! So far, the coolest part of season 2 is when Abraham says this awesome line. I vow to hunt the master till the day I die. If today is that day, so be it. And those awesome vampires with the hoods on and the rifles, I mean, they were all supposedly killed off, and in a fucking trap. I mean, come on, they better be alive. I mean, like, come on, that was like such a cop out. I mean, like, if they were to be killed off like that, that would be such a cop out. I hope they didn't get killed off. I hope they're just being held somewhere, being weakened, where they put the light on them to keep them from trying to get away and stuff. I hope that's what it is. And there's this mysterious new vampire character that I can't wait to see in the next episode. And yeah, hopefully something goes. Hopefully it goes into a much more interesting direction in the next episode, because so far season 2 is like. So The Strain, do you think season 2 surpassed season 1, or do you think that I'm right, that season 1 is the superior and season 2 is like. Feel free to leave your comments down below. If you like my discussion, thumb up the video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, Nerdy Blasian is outie. Deuces.